Hi guys, welcome back to Chess Domatio. Our topic on this video is all about the Danish Gambit. So on this video, I will show you a trap from the Danish Gambit chess opening in white's perspective, and then later on we will flip the board and see how to refute the trap of white. So let's start now with the move e4, e5, d4, e takes d4, c3, and then d takes c3. So on this position, we reach now the Danish Gambit. So here, white chooses to gambit some pawns for a reason of development. And here, white goes for his idea and develop his let's square bishop to c4. So here, again, black chooses to capture some material and plays c takes b2. And again, white goes for some development and plays now a capture to the b2 and plays bishop takes b2. So as we shall see on this position, the bishops now white is very active on the diagonals, and also this bishop control the center. So even though he has 2 pawns deficit, but he has some attacking ideas in the future, eyeing to the king side of black. So here, black proceeds to play queen g5, attacking the g2 pawn, which is totally undefended. But white here doesn't care about his g2 pawn and still go for his idea for some development and plays knight f3. So after knight f3 and a capture to the g2 pawn, even though here black attacks the rook on this position with his queen on g2, but still the white has 3 pieces development, while the black here has only 1, and it is his queen. And after queen takes g2, white here save his rook and plays rook to g1, and black plays bishop b4 check first before saving his queen. And after king e2, now black saves his queen and plays queen h3. So as we shall see again on this position, the black has only 2 pieces which is now developed, while the white here has 4-5 pieces which is now developed. So there is a principle that if you are ahead in development, you should start now attack the king. So after this position, the white now start an attack and plays a stunning move, which is bishop takes f7 check. So although this bishop attacks the queen, but it is still undefended. Black here just plays king d8. But before we will go for the next move, we shall see first why the black king did not capture the bishop. So let's see first, what if king takes f7? But after king takes f7, here comes now the knight fork, and it is the knight g5 check, forking the king and the queen. So after the black here loses his queen, white is totally winning. So let's go back. So instead of capturing the f7 and loses his queen to h3, black decided to play king d8. And after king d8, here comes now the bishop takes g7 of white. The bishop here attacks the rook on h8. So seems that the rook has no way to go. So here black just play knight e7. But here white doesn't capture the rook on a8, but instead just play the move knight to g5, attacking the queen. So because the black's queen is under attack with the knight on g5, so white chooses to save his queen and lost the game, because after queen h4, here comes now the checkmate with the move knight e6 check. So with this check, the king was obliged now to move to escape the check, but he cannot go to the a8 because there's a bishop. So next, there's the escaping check here is not available. So let's go now to the capture. But the checking pieces on the e6 cannot be captured because the pawn on d7 was pinned by the queen on d1. So because also again the knight check has no cover, so there is no check, no escape, no capture to the checking pieces, so it is already now the checkmate. So let us first take a recap for this trap of white before we go to the refutation to the trap. So again, e4, e5, d4, e takes d4, c3, d takes c3, bishop c4, c takes b2, bishop takes b2, queen g5. So after queen g5, knight f3, queen takes c2, rook g1, bishop e4 check, king e2, queen h3, bishop takes f7 check, queen d8, bishop takes g7, knight e7, knight g5, queen h4, and then in just 12 moves, white wins after knight e6 check. So let us flip the board now and look for some refutation to this trap. So once again, let's go back to the initial position. After this d4 capture c3, after this opening bishop c4, the Danish Gambit, on this position still c6b2 is a safe move, because after bishop takes b2, even though we shall see on this position that the white is more active than black, but we can still equalize this position. But before that, let us see why is that queen g5 is a bad move for me. Because after knight f3, again, the knight has a tempo to the attack of queen and for some reason of development. And again, a bad move for black. She captured the poison pawn on g2, and after rook g1, bishop e4 check, king e2, queen h3. On this position, black is totally lost after this move, because whatever he do, he's still losing on this position. Let's see, what if king d8 was on the game? Let's see what happens after this king f8. Still there is a check, a fork to the king and rook with the bishop. So let's see what if he capture, then there is a fork. So he was forced now to play king e7 to escape the fork, but still he loses his rook to h8. So probably on this position, after queen h3 and bishop takes f7, the black here is totally losing. So let's go back once again. After bishop c4, capture on pawn and bishop takes b2, the recommended move on this position is d5 and not just play a queen to g5. So the refutation of the trap is to play the move d5, Because here, after white capture that pawn on the d5, and still have development, ahead of development. But after knight f6, the white here is forced to move his bishop because it was attacked with the knight, and to avoid some simplification, because the white here is in material deficit. But instead of retreating his bishop, he set some final trap and plays bishop takes f2, f7, because if this king captured that on f7, the bishop, then his queen has no defense, and the white now can capture that queen. So white plays queen takes d8. It seems that black is losing this position because he lost his queen, but there is a check of black, discovering also an attack to the queen. So white was forced to retreat his queen to d2, so that after a capture and a recapture, the knight is on time to defend the e4 pawn. And after, let's say, rook a8, the position is totally equal, and it is drawish, because here the black has 5 pawns and also the white has 5 pawns, so with the same material. So going back, just a recap, the repetition to the trap after this is just to play d5 and not queen to g5, and after capture, knight capture and rook a8, and the game is draw. So thank you. I hope you subscribe if you enjoyed this video.